do this. Alright. Here we are for another cooking thing. If I could ever get this thing untangled here. What the heck? I got a whole mess of tangles here. I got this whole thing tangled up here. This is I need an intern. That's what I need. Like one of these okay, let me unplug it, wrap it around. Heck, this is messed up. Not the professional things that you will see in the cooking channel. But anyway, we do's what we do's, right? If my English teacher can hear me now, she probably will. But yes, right now I'm just gonna defrost some chicken in the microwave. It's almost all defrosted already. I'm just giving it the last couple of touches here. So while that's defrosting, let me get the pan. Okay, yeah, people who's struggling with their weight, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know, I mean, I'm there myself. You know, how was it the doctor said? I forget what they say exactly. They have a certain term, you know, like something about obesity and stuff, like moderately obese. You know, that's like their terms to say that. Which is a polite way of saying you're fat and you're stuffing your face like a pig, okay? You got the seafood diet. Whatever you see, that's what you eat. Okay, we got the pan over here. Got a pan, we're gonna wash it out. I know it's only like 8:56 over here, but I'd rather cook early in the morning. This way I can put something in the oven, read the Bible, check it out, pray. That, you know, this is like my whole routine here. So, and you know, it's worked for me so far. So, you know, let's continue that. Okay. This one, okay. I've been reading some people struggle with their weight. You know, I know there's a lot of help out there. You know, of course, surgery should be the last thing. You know, but a lifestyle change is something that a lot of people look for, which is kind of hard. I mean, you know, usually our body, when we don't eat, we go into that survival mode. And actually, the best that I'm doing is, you know, I have had the whole yo-yo thing, no doubt about it. And you know, those things are not easy to deal with, you know. Nice and clean. We're gonna put that pan over here. We're gonna take everything out of the oven. All the pots and pans and all the goodies that are always here. As much as I use the oven, it's not even worth having that stuff in there sometimes, but I guess I'm gonna have to make one of those hanging things that people have for all their pots and pans and stuff like that, you know. Maybe that might work. Anyway, let's get this thing over here to bake. I'm gonna put it at 350. I like to do it nice and slow. No hurry. No nothing. Alright. And while that's heating up, let me see if I can give you a nice little, a better view of what's going on here. I think that might be a better view. I'm not sure. Here we got the pan. We're gonna put some Reynolds wrap on that pan. This is the small. We're gonna use 2. I'm gonna join it in the middle. I'm gonna marry them. I don't have the big aluminum foil, so I'm gonna have to do with this. Well, HCC, the community college over here, I did drop one class, so I'm taking 9 credits, and I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not sure about taking more. I mean, I am more than a week, late for doing all this stuff. Just like always, the tremendous procrastinator that I am, right? If procrastination was popularity, I would be like Justin Bieber and Tim Tebow and Lady Gaga, all multiplied. That would be my thing. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to get some onions down in there. I like to cook in onions. I like the flavor of onions. I don't like the way it makes me cry, but you exchange something for another thing. What can you do? You can't do. Life is like that. Life has trade-offs, right? You have sometimes you have one benefit, and sometimes you have, just something else, You have trade-offs in life. If you want to do something good in school or something good in life, you're gonna have to say no to the TV. You're gonna have to say no to, maybe hanging out with the friends or something. It depends on what you think is important. And for me, at this point in my life, I think it's very important that I get my education out there. Okay, I may not be able to get on Facebook like I did before, but you know what? Facebook doesn't send me how do you say, a check, If anything, they're the ones who are getting paid, because they're the ones who are getting all that advertising money and whatever, Not me. They're not sharing the love with me. Let me get that nice and close so I can throw that in there. Let's cut this up. We have a nice little base here, so we're just going to cut it up right here. I want to line the whole bottom of the pan with that. This way the chicken will be, on a higher level here, kind of. It'll be like that song that this guy made, Stevie Wonder. I'm gonna keep on trying till I reach for higher ground. Oh no. so glad. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to get YouTube over here because maybe if I was really concentrating, I could get the words to that. I'm so glad that I know more than I knew then. For the next time around, I live my whole world in sin. Maybe I shouldn't be singing that. But anyway, got like half of the pan there. We're gonna open up. We're gonna peel another one here. Hopefully we can get this. I'm sure you people could probably do it a lot easier than me. If you people live in the area, you know, and you wanna put a you know, want a cooking recipe on here, you know, just let me know. If you're in the area of Tampa Bay, we have wheels, we'll travel. You know, you could come over here, you could do it over here, or, you know, I'm trying to get somebody to do some pasteles over here, which I think would be good because of the fact that not many people know how to do those. But it's kind of hard too because you got to get really green cooking bananas, you know, and that's not easy. Getting real, you know, real good cooking bananas. You know, you can really go crazy. You know, sometimes these produce people, they'll come out with a box and it looks nice and green, and then when you get home, you know, they're sweet. You know, and that's not the way you really want the pasteles. You want those things to be nice and you know, green, very green banana, very green cooking bananas. Albertsons used to have it pretty good. I mean, I used to know the exact day that they used to have it. I think it was like Tuesday or something like that, or Thursday, and I used to go over there and I used to pick them up, and they were very fresh. You know, they were very green, very good for pasteles. But the Albertsons over here, I think they sold out. Last time I went over there, there was one of those Walmart neighborhood grocery stores and stuff like that. And by the way, the Walmart grocery store that I went over there had one of the doors closed, and it was only like, I have to say it was like 5 o'clock or something, or 6 o'clock. I don't understand that. I know I should have called the fire marshal right there. You know, but that's a pretty big store, man. That used to be an Albertsons, and they made it into a Walmart. Okay, I think we got the whole thing lined with onions on the bottom here. Let me just show you how that looks. Let me just show you the love that I got here. There you go. See how it looks in there? Looks nice, huh? It's all filled up with onions in there. All onions, baby. All onions. Look at it. The whole thing is filled up. The whole pan, see? That's gonna be love right there. And I'm not even crying, which is really kind of strange. Usually at this point, I feel a little bit now. My mother gave me that gene because, you know, she's one that, you know, she gets that, how do you say that, she starts crying whenever she deals with onions. Now Dad, he's kind of like immune to it, you know. So Dad, you know, he not only is immune to it, but you know, he is. Okay, the oven is ready. The oven is ready, so that's good. You know, let me see if I can scale back this thing here. There you go. There you go. See if I can see my fat face in here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare the chicken. We're gonna clean that chicken. Again, I forgot to get lemon, so I'm gonna use some orange juice. Dad said it was okay, and if Dad said it was okay, it's okay, man. What can I say? They're both citrus anyway, so you know, whether it's orange juice, lemon juice, I guess it's more like the citrus part that gets it rather than anything else. I mean, you're just going to clean it. Sometimes if you don't have it, you know, what can I say, you know. Actually, I heard something about, there was something about cleaning your chicken, that they said that you shouldn't do it. I don't know about that, man. They said because you're cooking at a certain temperature and stuff, and that you really don't need to do it. But, you know, I don't know, man. Not only that, but I think it tastes better, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna, how many chicken legs do I got here? Oh, that's not good. It's alive. We got the spirit of some dead chef, who just heard that part of me explaining that thing. I think it was on Yahoo. I don't know where I saw it. I know I read it, and it said that if you clean chicken, you gotta clean also the how do you say you gotta clean also the what's the word that I'm looking for? Where you wash the wash basin over here. Where you wash these things out. Which most people do too, I guess. I mean, most people will wash everything. They know that you get contamination from chicken and stuff like that. So I don't think many people will be complaining there. Give it a good rinse, and then we'll give it a good rinsing with the orange juice. Good thing I bought orange juice. So. If I don't write it down, I forget it. I may as well write it down. Once you get to 54, your memory starts running. I know. I get a kick out of my kids. They tell me, "Dad, didn't you remember this?" If I don't remember, that's part of the course. I gotta write everything down. I'm not gonna remember anything. I'm just way too busy. Between this, I mean, I'm more than a week late on school, so I got like 11 chapters I have to read on music. I got music appreciation, really nice class too. My teacher is he's a musician. This thing here, we throw it out or whatever. We use it like for tools or something like that. I guess I could always put tools in there. Plastic bags and tools, I think, is a very good thing because you can see what you got in there. So I might save this bag and put like some tools in there. Never to be used again for food, that's for sure. Okay, we rinsed it out with water. Now we're going to rinse them out with a little bit of orange juice and put them in there to be seasoned. I just put a little bit of orange juice on it and each side, just kind of like coat it. Also, I think the orange does give it a different kind of flavor. Sometimes I will put fruit juice in the bottom instead of just putting water. I find that it gives it a little bit different kind of taste, and it's all about taste, right? I usually like to do at least 9 pieces because it's 3 of us here, 3 men, 3 guys. I know we had 4 guys before, but Victor is now Victor Jr. is now in San Antonio, Texas, and we're wishing him all the best. Maybe I'm sure he'll be looking at these when I get to the parts where I start doing like real fancy stuff, like my ribs. And I think even my father will be looking for that because he's been after me for my recipe. I don't know. He wanted my recipe, and that's a pretty big thing. I mean, my father has cooked on TV. He's cooked in the Palace Hotel over in Puerto Rico, where he worked many years. And I mean, when he asked me for my recipe, I think that was the greatest compliment that my father ever gave to me. You know, I guess he wasn't too. I guess he wasn't too. Like I say, he wasn't too impressed with the amount of my baseball skills or my football skills. Well, he never saw my football games, but I guess he wasn't too impressed with that. But when I started doing things where he is known for it, you know, that was I guess that was what I needed to do from the beginning to, you know, get some extra love. I got 3, 6, 8. There's 8 in here. There's 3 of us. I wanted to do 3 each. So I guess I'll just eat 2 then. Okay, I'm gonna season them up a little bit using, guess what? Adobo. Adobo. Now I did buy also onion powder and garlic powder. So we got the Goya adobo without pimienta, without pepper. Of course, I like to buy the, you know, small ones, except this one here, because I know that I'm going to be using a lot of this, you know. So I don't really want to mess around, you know, buying small quantities of adobo. And we use adobo for everything. We put adobo in our coffee, man. Right? That we don't use adobo in our coffee, but you know, we use it just about everything. Now I know people, they even season their salads and stuff. I've never seasoned a salad. But you know, I'm game for anything. You know, whatever. You know, let me see if I can find the onion powder that I bought. I bought a little one of onion powder. Well, here goes the. I found a little new thing of pepper that I found. The reason why I buy small ones is because I figure this way they'll be fresh. Because sometimes you buy these big quantities, you know, and then they get like, you know, I've heard these things have like expiration dates on them, you know, for use. You know, not really expiration dates, but you know, you gotta keep these things kind of fresh, you know. And if I could find, okay, I got the garlic. I think that's all I got. The garlic. Oh, what's that? Okay. Let's see what we got here. I love these tops, you know. They make these things so hard, man. You know they want to make it tamper-proof and stuff. I mean, it's just like a CD case, you know. I mean, why do they have a CD case so locked up, you know? I mean, if there's nuclear war, you know, you'll be dead. You know, but your CDs will be okay. They'll be in good order, you know. Before it used to be cassette tapes. They used to put so much plastic in, and they used to have it like, I guess it was like a high thickness of that. Here goes some. Oh, I just love the way this thing smells. And this thing, even, I mean, the one thing that's good about putting garlic is that I see that it gives it a little bit more flavor, but it doesn't necessarily add salt. And so I like to use this also. Let's turn it around a little bit. Give it a little love on each side here. Give it about a quarter turn. Because I want to make sure every inch of this chicken gets some love, you know. Because let's face it, man, you know, I mean, you got to give it some love, man, you know. I mean, you don't want to have, you know, chicken that, you know, is unloved, man, you know. I mean, you know, let's give some love to these things here. Adobo. I do appreciate the comments that I've been getting. And I am going to get into some Spanish food too, when I can. It's just that the resident chef, the resident Spanish chef, is not here right now. But I think it's good that we have it on YouTube, because this way, what happens is that we can see it. You know, we can learn from it. You know, maybe we can make it better. You know, I mean, this particular thing is pretty tasty, though. I'll tell you the truth. I mean, this here. You know, I mean, after this, I'm gonna be putting water on the bottom, juice on the bottom, and also I'm gonna be putting I'm also gonna be putting ranch dressing on this. That's why I call it ranchero. You know, I call it. If I would have had beer, then this would have been hanging out in beer like for maybe a day, anywhere from 2 hours to a day, marinated. Yeah, mama soaking in a marinade. I don't know where I got that from. Some cartoon. I like watching cartoons. Well, they're usually they're almost all written by adults. So I like watching, you know, just about all that kind of stuff. I just don't like handling chicken. I don't like handling meat, you know, so you see me, you know, avoiding that like a plague, you know. But, hey, it is what it is, you know. Okay, I'm gonna put, how much are we gonna put in here? It's a good thing to measure it out, right? Good thing to measure it out. Where's my cups at? Where's my cup? Fill my cup, Lord. I lift it up, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting in my soul. Bread of heaven, fill me till I want no more. Fill it up, fill my cup, and make me whole. It's an old one, huh? Okay, so we got one. We got two. Let me see if I got some fruit punch. I like to put fruit punch in here too, and it gives it a really different kind of look in there. Because if you put fruit punch with the orange juice, but I don't have any. Okay. Well, I'm gonna use filtered water anyway. Get the filtered water here. It's getting pretty close. If you put like a reddish fruit punch, it looks really weird in there with the whole yellow and stuff. It looks like something Alfred Hitchcock would cook, you know. Okay, we got 2 cups of orange juice, 2 cups of filtered water, and now comes the ranch dressing. We got a regular Hidden Valley ranch dressing here, and I put it on top. I'm just gonna put a lot on each one because I want it to kind of like get. No, that was that was this thing. What I mean? No, that was definitely this. Okay. But no, yeah, that was this again. Okay. That's a heck of a sound, isn't it? That's not nice. Okay. But you know, I think there's still a little bit in there, so I'm gonna put this thing upside down. And I'm going to take this other one that I got here. If I could ever open it up, my hands will touch everything. At least that's the excuse I'm going to use, that my hands are wet. Okay. Uh-oh. It's incredible how many noises you get out of this thing here, huh? I'm going to show you what this looks like here. because I guess it'll look a little bit strange. I don't know. Maybe to you guys, maybe it might look a little strange. See how this? See how I put ranch dressing all over the top part of it, and then what I'll do is I'll cook it, and then I'll put some more. I'll flip them and put some more, and I'll even put some bacon bits if I got it. Sometimes I got it. I don't even know if I have bacon bits there. I'll put some bacon bits, put it over there again, cook a little bit more, and that'll be it. Okay, we got the oven at 350. It takes a little while to get the temperature, the internal temperature of chicken. I used to have a thermometer, but the dog ate it, and that's what we got there. Okay, I'm gonna put my timer for like maybe 45 minutes or an hour or something like that, and that'll give me time to read, and it'll give me time to pray. And if you have any prayer requests, I pray for it. I'm gonna start going over to on Thursday nights. I think they have prayer over at my church. I'm gonna start going there because I got to take this whole thing to another level. The whole door-to-door witnessing. The weather hasn't been cooperating. And also all this stuff with the college. I figure now is the time for me to do it while I'm still relatively young, and I have my mind is working relatively well. Even though that's up for debate, according to many people who have sent me emails and stuff or talked to me, and even my kids. They say, "Dad, you're just crazy. You just need to get yourself a show and get some sleep. That's what you need, Dad. Get some sleep." Well, I don't know. I do sleep like I'm like the babies. They sleep a little while. They sleep 2 hours, get up, cry. And then they eat and do the repeat. That's pretty much what I'm into. I don't know. The crying part, maybe not so much now. I guess it's because I'm a little bit more active. I do medicate myself with a lot of coffee. Okay, coffee. That's just it. As a matter of fact, I even bought a little instant thing of café butero, little instant one. See how that works out. Because sometimes I really don't have time to be waiting around for for the coffee to be done in a regular thing here, in a regular coffee pot. So let's see how this works out. So that's primarily, I got the bacon bits here. I got a little bit of bacon bits here. I got some Hormel bacon bits here. I wish I could get some money from these people, maybe. But yeah, I'll turn them over. Turn it over, and it's 9:26 now, so that thing is getting some love in there. And what I'll do is maybe I'll have some breakfast too. I've been doing a lot of stuff on the internet, trying to drop a class and add a class too, but I wasn't able to do it. And I think for now 3 classes is enough. 9 credits, and I'm already late more than a week. So, and I don't even have the books yet. Those books they're costing like over $100, $150, whatever. They're not cheap by any means for college. And hopefully it'll all work out. But I think 3 classes right now is good. And I'm even able to take the bus to those. So even though it takes me like 3 hours to go from here to Dale Mabry and the Dale Mabry campus right across from Buck Stadium. It takes me 3 hours by bus, a little bit over 3 hours. So if for some reason I can't use my friend's car, I have to hop the bus. But at least I can do it. At least I can do it. Today I have class. I have over there at Dale Mabry. I got math, so that's my favorite subject, and it always has been. And hopefully, well, actually, I guess I'll be leaving there maybe an hour before class or so. I think it's like from 2 to 3:15 or something like that. But you don't want to stay over there too much longer after 4 o'clock. No, 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 because that traffic is incredible, especially now with the Republican National Convention in town. Oh, forget it. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my Bible and I'm gonna do some Bible and prayer and I wouldn't feel right showing you some of the prayers that I have because I write down all my prayers in my computer. And then this way, if you have a petition, you send it to me. I put it in my prayer notepad. I got a notepad, and I put it in there, and I pray over it. I wouldn't show that out because that's privacy kind of thing. But I am going to be studying from the Book of Acts. Book of Acts. I guess I always like those themes with the evangelistic themes that happen out there. And what I'll do is, I'll come back later and, maybe we'll talk about it. I don't know exactly where I am in the book of Acts, but, we'll talk about it. I think it's like the first 13 chapters or something like that. But I think that's very fascinating to see how, small things begin. The Bible, I don't know exactly where it says, but it says don't, uh, don't disregard small beginnings or something like that. Uh, I don't know exactly. That's the International Victor's version. Okay, but it says something like that. Don't disregard small beginnings. And the church, started out pretty small. I mean, they only had like what was it? 500 people saw Jesus alive. 120 were in the upper room, and then from there, you had the day of Pentecost, and from there everything exploded. But even then, they had times of persecution and all the things that Paul went through. I really like it. I think Paul would have been today. I think he would have been incredible. You know, because right now, you have a lot of cultural Christians. Christians that are more affected by the culture rather than the Christians affecting the culture. You know. I mean, there's some things right now that we have that it's totally uncalled for, like abortion, like all this stuff that you get on the internet and on all the porn that you get on the internet and right on your TV. If you get Playboy Channel or whatever. So and the thing is that we don't have to have that. I mean, Canada, they control strictly what's on the TV, you know. And there's other countries that you can't even get certain things over the internet. They filter their internet. That's all there is to it. I know we got, supposedly freedom of speech, but slowly but surely our freedoms to be a Christian, to be all God wants you to be, is being eroded. You know. It's just slowly but surely. It's kind of like boiling a frog. Kind of cooking a frog. They say that if you throw a frog into a boiling pot, he'll just jump right out. I forget the name of the person who actually uh, did that, who actually said that. But if you put the frog in a cold pot and you heat it up, slowly but surely, he'll get accustomed to the temperature and he'll be cooked before you know it. So anyway, let me do some Bible reading, and I hope you do the same. It's 9:32 now. Usually I do like 15 minutes of each. I usually do that maybe 3 times a day or whatever. Sometimes more, whatever, sometimes less. But that's usually a good thing to do. And then in the evening, I'll go out and knock on doors and stuff like that. And hopefully, we'll see God's grace poured out and see somebody accept the Lord. Okay, well, I'll see you in a little while.